my name is Kelsey Ohman, and I'm currently the Policy Vice President of the American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists here at the Jacksonville campus.
And my name is Ashlan Kunz. I am the Policy Vice President-elect for APhA-ASP here at the Jacksonville campus.
Today we're just here to talk to you guys about some of the things that we do in case you are interested in policy, so you can follow in our footsteps if you want to be a policy VP or VP-elect, and just kind of learn more about policy and the policy process.
Starting in the fall, we have the FPPC Challenge. And so the goal of this challenge is to raise money for the political committee of pharmacists who stand up for pharmacist rights as well as patients' rights. And so we raise money to support their cause and our cause.
Following that, we have MRM, which is the mid-year regional meeting, which is held by the American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists every fall, and we are Region 3. And what we do for this is that we come up with different policy proposals that are shared among all 4 campuses, and we vote as a collective voice on these different proposals so that we can talk about them and advocate for our patients and our profession at MRM. And then after this, some of the proposals that are voted on and get passed will be brought to annual, where we will further discuss them. And then they will go to the National Standing Committee and then possibly be put into legislation on a national level within the next couple of months to years.
Something really exciting that we started this year prior to MRM was getting a bunch of students together, and we had an event called Policy and Pumpkin Spice. So it really gave students an inside look at the policy process so that when they went to MRM, they really knew what was going on, and it really got them excited to get more involved in the process.
So throughout the fall and throughout the spring, we're constantly advocating for our patients and our profession, and we do this by doing letter writing campaigns, policy postcards that are sent to our legislators, as well as just trying to get the word out at all of our general body meetings about why advocacy is important and how policy can transform into positive change for the community and for the nation, and how we can improve our profession through the active policy process. So kind of transitioning into the spring, we move to our annual meeting and all of the things that are involved with that meeting, as well as our Back the PAC campaign, which is a really big campaign. It's our national fundraiser, and the University of Florida has actually been the #1 fundraising school since the challenge started. So it's really important to us to raise money for our national committee so that our lobbyists on Capitol Hill are able to advocate for our profession every day.
And we were also runner-up for the Policy Postcard Challenge. So what we do is we bring legislative postcards to our different screenings that we complete on campus and off of campus. We have our patients write down the impact that we as student pharmacists had on their health and how we helped them and how we provided care for them. And then we send those postcards off to the legislators in the area and all throughout Florida so that they really know what we're doing as student pharmacists to help healthcare.
And speaking of legislators, in the spring we also have legislative days in the state of Florida. And what we do during legislative days is really kind of the forefront of our position. It's to go and actively advocate for our profession to our legislators. So we go and speak with state representatives as well as state senators to try to make these laws that we are advocating so hardly for come to the forefront and come to fruition. So this is a really exciting time for us. We meet with all student pharmacists in the state of Florida and Tallahassee to advocate for that change, as well as do a comprehensive health fair just to show the staff at the Capitol all of the different things that pharmacists can do and the services that we can provide.
And just like the Policy and Pumpkin Spice event that we had prior to MRM, we will also be having an event leading up to legislative days and the annual meeting, which will be in San Francisco this year, just to really help prepare students for meeting face-to-face with the different Florida representatives so that they know how to approach the situation, what to say to them, and really how to advocate for the profession of pharmacy.
So some of our goals is to continue our outreach and to continue advocating for our profession, not only on a state level but also on a national level. So reaching out to our national senators and representatives and continuing to grow advocacy and change for pharmacists, as well as advocating for national provider status, because in the state of Florida we still don't have statewide provider status. So for us, it's just continuing to move our movement forward and continue advocating for our profession.
Absolutely.
So if you have any questions, just feel free to comment on the video and reach out to us, and we'd be happy to answer. And policy on.